fight, even though there is only one person qualified, only one person who's done the work, and who has delivered the results.
Finally, something we can agree on. There really is one person qualified, and it's the guy who's actually done the job before. Welcome to ADR, Anonymously Deconstructing Rhetoric, where we hack through the lies, fallacies, and demagoguery. Today we're diving into a spicy clip from the DNC with Jasmine Crockett. This one's got some layers, folks. More layers than an onion. Let's dissect the rhetoric, expose the irony,
and of course, have a little fun along the way.
Kamala Harris has a resume. Donald Trump has a rap sheet.
Alright, let's start with the basics. What we've got here is a classic rhetoric contrast. Resume versus rap sheet. On the surface, it's clever, right? One is all about qualifications, experience, and achievements. The other, well, not so much.
Kamala Harris has a resume. Donald Trump has a rap sheet.
It's a quick jab, designed to stick in your mind like a catchy tune. Let's dig deeper. Rap sheet, oof, that's some loaded language. It's not just saying Trump has a record, it's implying that anyone with a criminal past is what? Less than, unworthy. And here's the kicker. The line is delivered by a black liberal speaker. Yeah, you hear me right. Let's pause and think about that for a second. Coming from someone who's probably all about social justice, second chances, and fighting systemic injustice, this feels a bit off, doesn't it? We're supposed to lift people up, not slam them down with the very stereotypes that have been used against us.
Oh, so we're back to the old rap sheet equals bad person routine. I thought we were the party of second chances. Guess not. Someone better check the liberal hypocrisy meter. It's off the charts.
And here's where it gets really juicy. Let's flash back to some other folks who had rap sheets. Nelson Mandela, Malcolm X. Last time I checked, we weren't exactly throwing shade their way. See, context matters. A rap sheet doesn't define someone's worth. It's what they do after that counts. So, why weaponize this against Trump when we're supposed to be better than that?
So, here's the real question, folks. Does this kind of rhetoric help us make informed decisions? Or are we just playing the same game of judgment that we claim to be against? I mean, is it really democratic to dehumanize someone with a criminal record? Or are we just proving that we're no better when we've got a mic in our hands?
So resume versus rap sheet. What are we really talking about here? Qualifications, or just another way to score cheap points? Think about that next time you hear a line that's too good to be true. Okay, I think that's enough. Time to move on to the next point.
She presides over the Senate, while he keeps our national secrets next to his thinking chair.
And here we go, folks. Classic fear-mongering. The image of Trump casually leaving national secrets next to his thinking chair? It's designed to paint him as a reckless and dangerous. But let's not get too cozy with that narrative without taking a closer look. Now, they're trying to draw a neat little comparison between Trump's supposed carelessness and Kamala Harris overseeing the Senate, like she's the model of responsibility. But hold up, let's check the scorecard for the past 4 years.
Yeah, overseeing the Senate sure has worked wonders. Record numbers of illegal immigrants flooding the borders and, oh yeah, more wars. A real shining example of leadership, huh?
So before we get swept up in fear and finger pointing, let's keep it real. Fear-mongering is a distraction, and comparisons like this, they're more about deflection than reflection.
Because nothing says responsible leadership like, well, you know, ignoring the real issues.
Y'all know what I said that other time. In Mar-a-Lago. Well, Donald Trump wants to put our 1787 Constitution through his Project 2025 paper shredder and make every day January 6th. Kamala Harris is fighting to fulfill the promise of America.
Whoa, hold up. Let's break down this buffet of fear-mongering, misleading claims, and good old-fashioned demagoguery, shall we? First off, Project 2025 sounds ominous, right? Here's the kicker. It's not Donald Trump's project. In fact, he's publicly stated he doesn't endorse it.
Oh, do you know what? Just roll the tape.
It's a group of very, very conservative people. They wrote a document that many of the points are fine. Many of the points are absolutely ridiculous. I have nothing to do with the document. I've never seen the document. I've seen certain things that are said in it.
Now let's talk about the so-called promise of America that Kamala is supposedly fulfilling. What promise are we talking about here? Freedom, equality, the American dream? Because the last time I checked, promises were made of the people, all the people. And how's that going, really?
Maybe they meant the promise to keep us all distracted while the real issues get swept under the rug. Classic move.
Now here's the real whopper. Every day becoming January 6th. Let's get this straight. We're supposed to believe that Trump, who was president for 4 years before, is suddenly going to turn every day into a replay of January 6th? Now here's what they're not telling you. That day, protesters were led into the Capitol by members of the Capitol Police, with FBI agents caught on camera damaging property and stirring chaos. And where was Trump? Tweeting for peace? Telling people to go home?
Yeah, because that's totally the playbook of a guy who's trying to take over, right? Tweeting for peace, please.
So what's the takeaway here? We've got a speaker who's tossing out scary soundbites like candy on Halloween, hoping you bite without thinking. Project 2025? Not Trump's. January 6th? Every day? Really? A ridiculous exaggeration. And the promise of America? Still waiting on that one.
Maybe the real promise is that we'll keep seeing more of this kind of fear-mongering as the election heats up. So buckle up, folks, it's going to be a wild ride.
In the real world, this wouldn't even be close. But this election is. Don't make a mistake. We are the underdog.
Ah, the classic underdog card. Always a crowd pleaser. But let's take a closer look at who's really claiming this title. So let me get this straight. We're talking about the party that currently holds the presidency and the Senate, and until recently the House of Representatives, calling themselves the underdogs.
Yeah, because being in power totally screams underdog, right? What's next? Calling Wall Street the underdog in the face of small businesses?
This is a classic rhetoric strategy. Paint yourself as a scrappy underdog fighting against the big bad establishment, even when you are the establishment. It's all about stirring up the David versus Goliath vibe to rally the base. But here's the reality check. When you control the major levers of power, claiming underdog status feels a little disingenuous, don't you think?
Maybe the real underdogs are the ones who aren't even in the room when these decisions get made. But hey, let's not let facts get in the way of a good underdog story.
Now if we're talking about underdogs, how about the average American? You know, the folks who've been dealing with inflation, rising crime, and a border crisis while the political elite play their games.
Because nothing says underdog like having the keys to the kingdom.
So next time someone plays the underdog card, ask yourself, who's really fighting from the bottom? And who's just using the label for a little extra sympathy? The underdog narrative is powerful, but it loses its bite when the so-called underdogs are the ones holding all the cards.
In this fight, even though there is only one person qualified, only one person who's done the work, and who has delivered the results.
Finally, something we can agree on. There really is one person qualified, and it's the guy who's actually done the job before.
That's right, folks. We're talking about the 45th President of the United States. Love him or hate him, you can't deny he's got the experience. I mean, come on, how many people in this race can say they've already been president?
So yeah, if we're talking qualifications, let's give credit where it's due. Been there, done that, bought the MAGA hat. But wait, let's hear who they think is qualified.
And she needs you. She needs your one vote this November. Can we count on you?
There's the big ask. Jasmine Crockett dropping the classic, she needs you, can we count on your vote? Let's unpack this. So let's see. She needs you to back Kamala because apparently there's only one qualified person in this. But hold on. Haven't we already established there's another guy in the race with a little something on his resume like, I don't know, being the actual 45th president?
Ah, yeah, they might want to double check that qualifications list. But hey, if you're feeling nostalgic for 2021, maybe Kamala's your girl.
So Jasmine, we get it. You're rallying the troops, but let's not pretend like we don't have another option that's been there, done that, and got the presidential seal to prove it.
Can we count on you?
Alright folks, we've hacked through the noise, now it's your turn. Let us know what your perceptions are, showing you in the comments below and on our socials. We're all yours, and trust me, we've got plenty more to uncover together.
Remember folks, don't let the noise drown out the facts. Keep questioning, keep thinking, and we'll keep hacking through the rhetoric. Until next time,